Welcome to this playthrough for Fallout New Vegas. And I'm going to go ahead and just say that I have been looking forward to trying this game out for quite a while now. I've never played it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. But to go ahead and lay a little bit of the groundwork for what I've done for this game as far as modding is concerned, I've kept the modding to a fairly minimal set of mods. So I followed a guide by the name of Viva New Vegas, and I've done all the base content. So basically that would be utilities and bug fixes, and that's pretty much it. I didn't do any of the Viva New Vegas extended stuff, with the exception of one mod, and that one mod would be the delay DLC Redux, or if it's the other way around. But anyway, basically a mod that delays all the DLC messages. Because if you have that running, if you don't have that mod, then basically you just get bombarded with messages, bombarded with equipment from the courier pack. And so that's the one extended mod that I have installed. The other thing I did with the link from that site is I went and I looked at the performance suggestions. So I played around quite a bit with the New Vegas Tick Fix INI to get it to a pretty good setting, at least in my opinion. And, or at least I hope that's the case. But basically I was still kind of, it was good, but not quite there. And so one of the performance guides I looked at recommended, using the AMD control panel to limit my frames per second with the AMD chill. That was a bad idea. It was a very bad idea, in fact, because that turned off the input, or the input lag feature. I'm drawing a blank on the exact name that AMD uses, but using the input lag is much preferable to using AMD chill in this, at least for this particular game. Having said that, they did recommend a frame limiter by the name of Special K, and that Special K frame limiter, it made a huge difference. So if you're looking at playing this game, I'll put a link to a bunch of the the mod stuff that I did, but that's pretty much all I did. It's going to be a fairly vanilla experience for my first playthrough. And then maybe in the future I'll come back to doing the Viva New Vegas extended selection of mods. But for now, that's what we're running, and I just want to go ahead and run that by you all before I fire up the game. And so, yeah, let's just jump into this Fallout New Vegas.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Hold standby.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Skip ahead here to the finished product, as it were. So I'll see y'all there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I go with my jealousy of being able to grow facial hair worth anything. So here we go.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
I didn't look up what I should do here for this. Alright, well. Explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, accomplishment. Okay. Well, I hope this is good.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Oh no, you still barking? Guess she's not. We're close.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother.
There should be another option there. A more vulgar option, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Sure.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Sure.
Okay. How about this one? Last one.
Two people, wolf people, clapping their hands together. Not an option. Okay.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Well, almost. I'd rather have lockpick over medicine. Pretty much stick with my my default stuff. Guns, lockpick, speech. Yep.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Ah, okay. Let's see here. Guess this is what I'll go with.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Can I have some clothes?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Well, wonder if I can just come back here whenever I want. Okay. While I listen to those, let me put some clothes on. suit doesn't really give me much as help, does it? Oh yeah, let's. Huh.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Okay.
Happy trails!
Need more money. Okay, sure. Ah, so it's red. Stealing. Got it. Is this the saloon? Yes, it is. Okay.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Actually, oh, over there. Okay. I say no. I don't see sarsaparilla bottles. Sworn I hit that just then. How do you zoom? Oh, come on.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Oh, okay.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Okay.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
You call your dog dog meat? Jeez, how far are we going?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
I don't see any geckos.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
I don't know how to pull the map though. Oh, here you go. Intervats, push RB, okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, there we go. Sure. Oh, there's my action points there, okay. Why are you moving so fast? You just stop.
Everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
Okay, sure, but you're not moving.
Damn! Get him off! I'm hit!
Who's saying that? Oh.
Well, that's the end of that. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
We might have 95 rounds for this gun.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.